TUDCA, like other bile acids, has the primary goal of helping your body break down fats into smaller and smaller globules so that your body can better process and absorb the fat. But it's not just vital to absorb the dietary fat, it's also key to absorb all of the fat-soluble vitamins, such as vitamins A, D, E, and K. So if you consume enough bile salts, in particular TUDCA, then you're able to better absorb and utilize those vitamins from dietary sources. The other big role of TUDCA is to help your body naturally eliminate toxins. Now, the actual way it's produced in the body is a bit complicated. Essentially, your liver actually produces what's called TUDCA without this T, and then your intestinal bacteria help metabolize and transmute the TUDCA into TUDCA. The use of it dates way back to Chinese medicine, and back then it was derived from animal bile, but not anymore. TUDCA today is synthetically made. Now, it has a wide range of benefits and effects on the human body, particularly for digestion, for hormones. Like most supplements, a lot of the research is actually done in animal models, so who knows if it will translate perfectly to humans. Some of the main uses of TUDCA include, as I mentioned, digestion, but then also liver health and protection, neuroprotection. A growing body of evidence is showing that it might be really effective as a neuroprotective agent, but then also to help reduce the symptoms and complications associated with neurodegenerative conditions. It also seems to help protect the mitochondria, essentially making the energy generation process more efficient. I saw research papers investigating its therapeutic use in ALS and Huntington's, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, and other conditions. Although one of the big uses for it is definitely for liver health. Aside from those with gallbladder surgery, bodybuilders were among the first to start really macrodosing TUDCA because it can help protect the liver against the hepatotoxicity, the liver damage associated with steroid use. And since non-alcoholic fatty liver disease is also on the rise, this could be worth looking into. TUDCA has been studied for its beneficial impact on liver fat, lowering cholesterol levels, and also reducing liver enzymes. I'm curious, if you've used TUDCA, drop a comment below and let me know your experience. TUDCA also seems to have metabolic health benefits, at least in diabetics. It enhances insulin sensitivity and glucose metabolism, at least in diabetics. TUDCA also appears to impart some cardiovascular and cardioprotective benefits as well, both before an event and after an event. One study I came across showed that it can improve gut health and actually support healthy anxiety levels by modulating inflammation. It may also indirectly help weight loss efforts by improving the conversion of inactive thyroid hormone T4 into active thyroid hormone T3, as well as sensitizing the body to insulin, improving glucose metabolism, but weight loss might be a bit of a stretch. Certainly not one of the top picks. One of the fascinating uses or benefits of TUDCA that I haven't seen discussed much is its ability to improve protein folding. Now, misfolded proteins are one of the hallmarks of aging, and one of the key reasons that the sauna is thought to be so beneficial is because it improves protein folding. Well, TUDCA appears to do something similar, and it acts as a chemical chaperone to prevent that protein misfolding. So the main interest around TUDCA is in its ability to help protect the liver, to help minimize neurodegenerative complications, to improve hormones associated with digestion, and to impart some protection to any of the organs with high levels of mitochondria, such as the brain, the heart, likely the genitals, the eyes, muscles, and more. So before I started using it, I wanted to know a little bit more about the safety, as with any supplement. Overall, it's very well tolerated. Unlike most supplements, you're not gonna want to get this in a powder. It has a very off-putting, intensely disgusting taste. Capsules are the way to go. Dosage recommendations vary pretty dramatically, with about 250 milligrams being the low end, up to about 1,500 milligrams on the high end. Usually the higher end are broken up into several different dosages throughout the day. If you have a sensitive stomach, you might want to take it with meals. If you're going to use it, make sure you do not consume alcohol alongside it. There is some research showing that it can actually worsen liver damage caused by ethanol if you consume TUDCA before or during your drinking. So if you're going to take it, wait until the next day. And I've also written up a bunch of different things you can stack alongside TUDCA to get better results. If you want to see those, go ahead and check out the article accompanying this video in the description below. Part of what interests me so much about TUDCA is its versatility. Of course, anyone on a high-fat diet, whether it's keto or carnivore or something else, would stand to benefit because it will lessen the digestive burden of all that fat. Or if you have cardiovascular or liver concerns, TUDCA seems to help ameliorate a lot of the downside of obesity and organ issues, at least in animal models. But there's a whole nother group of people that are pretty neglected when it comes to discussions over who should take TUDCA, and that is anyone taking a lot of supplements. It's very clear that modern dietary supplements contain a lot of heavy metals and other toxicants, things that you really don't want to be consuming. That's why certain categories of herbs have gotten totally thrown under the bus. So if you're taking a bunch of different substances and each one is just a tiny bit under the legal limit, if you're taking 40, 50 supplements a day, you want to give your liver a little bit of extra protection. After all, that's one of the key organs when it comes to your overall health, your weight loss, your hormones, and so much more. So I use TUDCA just for the liver protection benefits, but it also does definitely enhance my digestion and gut health as well. Finally, when I was looking into this, I kept coming across questions about what is the difference between ox bile and TUDCA. And essentially TUDCA is just one molecule, whereas ox bile is a more complex mixture that contains a bunch of different stuff like cholesterol and bilirubin and other substances. So if overall digestion is your goal, ox bile is probably a better choice. But if some of the benefits I mentioned here are your goal and you want a stronger version of ox bile targeting those particular benefits, TUDCA is worth looking into. Either way, I expect you'll be seeing this hard to pronounce ingredient in the news a lot more. If you found this video interesting, go ahead and hit that thumbs up and let me know your thoughts about TUDCA. Until next time, be an outlier.